I never thought I would make it to this point. Finally. But let me tell you all, it was well worth the wait. This is today's recipe in my mouth. It's good. Okay. Hey everyone, it's April Johnson. You are here with me again for the second episode. Today we will be working again with Every Plate. Remember, we did our first recipe yesterday that we tried. You can check the description for the link to that video. But today we're working on our second recipe, which is caramelized zucchini linguine. Remember, with Every Plate, each recipe comes with a recipe card. Every Plate promises that it's a meal kit service that delivers delicious, doable meals at a delightfully low price. And they also say that they are America's best value meal kit. So it is our job to put them to the test. Check in the description also, because you'll be able to find a referral code where you can get tons of discounts on your first box. I mean, I think I got a box of 4 meals and it was $38 for a family of 4. So these are some good deals that you all can get. All right, so we're going to jump right into it. Today, like I said, we'll be doing the caramelized zucchini. So remember, on your card, you'll be able to see what it is that they sent you and then see what it is that you need. So to this recipe, because it's a vegetarian meal, I will be adding salmon. So that's going to be the only thing that I'm going to do different. So I'm going to go ahead and get that salmon on, but I just wanted to show you all again what to look for on your meal preparation card. It tells you how many minutes it's going to take for you to prepare, and then how many minutes it's going to take for this to get on your plate. Yesterday, it was either them or it was me. I'm going to say it was them because whatever they were calling for did not take 5 minutes. It took more like 15 minutes in order for me to prep. But the food was delicious. So nonetheless, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start this off with our salmon. So you guys can follow me back over to our salmon. I already have this washed. We want to make sure that our salmon is washed and cleaned. And we're going to season our salmon. And this...
Do it from the other side. Can't see it.
Oh, the camera, yes. The camera is right there.
Yeah. Okay, we'll cut that part out. So we walked over to our salmon. Go ahead.
Okay, so we're going to start off with our salmon, and I have washed and really cleaned my salmon. Any meat that I cook, I wash it. I've never heard of someone, well, actually I have heard of people not washing salmon, but it's disgusting. Okay, all right, so I'm going to season this up, and this is with some pink Himalayan salt. This has some other ingredients in there also. I don't know what's all in there. It looks like peppers and garlic flakes. Okay, so I'm giving that a good season. I'm going to put also some, wait a minute. I'm also going to put some paprika. This is smoked paprika. Paprika really doesn't have a taste to it, but I like it because it gives a red flavor or a red color to your meat. And I just do taste the difference for some reason, even though it does not really have that much of a difference in taste. For extra seasoning, I'm putting garlic powder on. Nice drizzle of garlic powder or sprinkle of garlic powder. And even. And then I'm also finishing up with some cracked black pepper. Okay. All right. Now to that, you can either add butter or you can add coconut oil. I'm going to put a little of extra virgin olive oil on here because my butter is not next to me, but I'm just going to drizzle some on. You can put lemon juice on this. You can avoid to have any citrus on there, But I do like to have lemon juice, so I think I'm gonna grab that. And what's really good is you can do a, where's the lemon? Sorry, this one is messed up. What's really good is you can do a fresh sliced lemon, but I'm just gonna use lemon from the bottle. And I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit on there, and that's really pretty much it. Now to this, I'm gonna put some foil. You don't have to put foil on there. I've seen people cook it without the foil, but I like to have that foil to get that nice and tender salmon, but still flaky. My oven is already set to 350 degrees. And I'm just gonna fold this foil over so it can be like a steamed pouch. And this size of a fillet is really going to last us a couple days as a family of 4 right now. And so we'll be able to set this and then it'll be done in maybe about 45 minutes to an hour. Sorry, John. Okay, I just put that on for 50 minutes. It doesn't even take that long. All right, so now let's get back to the recipe. It says you'll need 4 zucchini, which I have here. These were provided. 2 shallots, which is also here. 4 zucchini, 2 shallots, 1 clove of garlic, actually 2 cloves of garlic, 2 lemons, parsley, the linguine pasta, cream cheese, veggie stock concentrate, Italian seasoning, and the shredded Parmesan. All right, so let's go. I've washed all of my vegetables. Everything is washed and ready to go. The first thing it says to do is bring a large pot of salted water to a boil. So I'm going to add just some kosher salt to this water. It says salted water, so I'm not going to be stingy with the salt. Okay. Sorry. This one you're going to have to edit.
Well, you don't have to talk to me no more. It'll be all right.
Okay. All right. So I've added water to the pot. I've salted that water. I have it on high. It's on boiled. I covered the pot. So now I have all my produce. I'm going to trim my zucchini like this. Just get the ends off. This zucchini looks a little beat up. This came out the box that they have. And when I got it, it was a part that was broken off. So, I mean, I'm not going to waste it, you know. I'm just going to go ahead and eat around that part. Like that. All right, so we have our zucchini. We are going to grate the zucchini. So I'm going to use the larger size of the grater, the larger holes, and it says, okay, just grate this up real quick. This should be quick. Now it says that this takes 10 minutes for your prep. Already, and that's not even with doing the salmon. I think that it's going to take more than 10 minutes. I am going to be diligent in getting this done quickly. Uh-oh. That looks nice. This would be where on the other cooking shows where they cut and then come back and then you have that magical bowl that's fully grated. So I'll just tell you, this is a recipe that I haven't tried before. I haven't ever grated zucchini. I've had fried zucchini. I've had zucchini bread. I have had sauteed zucchini. I've even grown zucchini in my garden, which was very good. You all should try that. But I've never shredded zucchini to make in a pasta. And already I'm tired. I wish I had a sous chef. So now I'm getting down to the end of the zucchini, and I don't want to cut my fingernails or anything else. So I'm just gonna like give this a quick little cut and, you know, play it off to get it done with. Mainly because I didn't want to cut myself. And it's okay because you'll have like a chunk of zucchini, but zucchini tastes really good. I think the first time I was introduced to zucchini that I know of was in high school when I was in a food science class. We went to an agricultural high school just because it was safer in the area where we grew up. So we had cooking classes, culinary arts, and food science. That's what it really was, food science. And I think we had zucchini bread for the first time in there. And first I was like, how are we going to put this zucchini into, make it into a bread and it's not going to taste like a vegetable? But it was so good and delicious. And so then that's how I knew that zucchini from that point was going to be one of my favorite vegetables. So I stuck with it. I did other classes, culinary classes in college. And, you know, if it called for zucchini or even if it didn't, I was watching Food Network like crazy, doing all kind of recipes. And if it called for zucchini, I would be the one slicing it up and then sauteing it in a skillet to have as a side dish. So already looking at this recipe alone, when it said that it was going to be 10-minute prep and I saw that I had to saute 10 zucchini, I knew that it was going to take longer than that. And I guess this is also something if you had a food processor where you can go ahead and just put that in through the food processor to get that taken care of, which I do have a food processor, but to me, sometimes it's like more work to wash the dishes and to get them done than it is just to sit through and grate it by hand or chop it by hand. And I see all these juices and things like that that's coming out of the zucchini. So I know that I'm going to have to get rid of these extra juices and things like that before I actually add it to the pasta. And this is a lot of zucchini. Look at all that. What are we going to do with all this? I'm not even cutting it all. Okay, I am. I'm going to cut it off because I said I was going to do it to follow the directions. Because again, I'm looking to see how long this takes. Is this going to be something that's easy to cook after work, after school, on the weekend? And mainly, is it going to taste good? I don't mind putting in work for, you know, a good meal. But if I do all this and this is nasty, I'm going to be mad. I'm also watching my fingers because I don't want to get cut. I hate that. Getting cut up by the, whatever this thing is, the grater. Stuff hurt. As you can see, I'm not sure how much time has already passed, but I feel like I've been doing this for 30 minutes. Here's how I feel at this point. I feel like I just got zucchini in my nose. I feel like the floor is about to be a mess, and I already have a hurt foot, so I better not slip on nothing. I feel like there could have been an easier way, but I guess to preserve the freshness of the dish and to my spaghetti water, or my linguine water is ready. I hear it boiling. In order to preserve the freshness of the dish, and this part will make it more healthy because you know that processed foods, anything that's processed, they add like all these chemicals and stuff to it. So if this was already or pre-shredded or pre-grated, it wouldn't last this long. It probably would have like high sodium, preservatives, and all these other things. And I'm pretty sure I just got zucchini on my forehead, but you know, and in my mouth. But we're getting down to the end, and these last few pieces, I'm going to chop them up like I said. Woo! Child, I'm gonna throw them away. No, yes I am. I'm about to throw them away. I'm about to. No, I'm just gonna chop these up. And at this point, I don't even care if they're fine. Matter of fact, I might just eat them raw. You know, zucchini is really good. We already just discussed this, but okay. Yes, this is going in like that. Lord have mercy. It's going to be a garden variety, chunky salsa kind of dish, even though this is not salsa. So you might be asking, why am I sitting down? This is episode 2. I can't possibly already be tired. I did episode 1 yesterday. I was standing up. I hurt my foot a little bit when I was getting ready for episode 1, but it wasn't that bad. Today I hurt my foot again because I was laughing at my husband for a woe that he had when he was younger in college. Which is a very funny story, but I can't tell you. So anyway, I'm gonna get all this out. I'm gonna move that to the side. Okay, number 2. This is a lot of zucchini. Let me see. You know what I really need is to put this in a big measuring bowl and try to get all this extra water out. This zucchini juice. Ooh. Oh my God. We almost lost you. Oh, sorry. We're going to put that in there. Because we really need to get all this. It's like all this liquid in here that we got to get rid of. So let me just do it like this. And they say use a kitchen cloth, a kitchen towel to strain it out. I'm not doing that because I don't want to have to wash all that. Truth be told. Okay. But what I will do is grab I hope my drawers ain't showing. I'm going to show you how to do this. You can press it down and get all this water out. We're going to press it. And then all this zucchini juice should be able to come out. If it doesn't, then that means that it was not meant to be. And we're going to put this zucchini juice in there. All right, so let's move on. Let me see. half peeled and thinly sliced the shallot. The water is boiling. I'm going to put this linguine in now. This is, I don't know about this recipe, y'all. I just don't know about it. It feels like it's a lot of work. Whoever that is on my phone feels the same way. All right. I'm gonna switch over. Ooh. Oh my God. Am I on the wrong side? I am.
Nobody gonna see that. Well, let's see. But it's not like your underwear showing.
All right. So we have our pasta in there. And I'm going to add a little bit of oil to my water, even with the pasta in there. Usually you can just let this, you know, come down to a boil. I'm going to add a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. I do like to make pasta with grapeseed oil. Okay. Okay. I do like to make pasta with grapeseed oil, but I just didn't feel like looking for it. Okay, so now we have our pasta's cooking. We should have drained this. I don't see any liquids coming out, so I'm not draining it. It says in your skillet. Oh wait, first we got to do this. We have to do our let's see, garlic, peel and finely chop the garlic. So let me get all this out. And how many cloves did I need? 4 cloves of garlic. Here we go. We had this on the other episode where I showed you how to get garlic out. So I'm basically just breaking it. I'm basically just going to break this open like that. And I put my garbage off to the side. And how you peel it quickly is with each clove, you break it apart. And then we're just going to smash it. Like that. And then I can just peel it off like that. Now that zucchini left my whole cutting board a hot mess. I don't like that. I can tell you right now, this is not one of my, not going to be on my favorites list. It looks good though, but just the amount of effort that it's taken in order for me to do this. It's beyond my comfort zone. But we shall press on. Okay, my pasta is in and now it's starting to melt down into, or you know, into the pot. So what I'm going to do is start the timer from this point on. So I have, let's see, about 9 to 10 minutes, 11 minutes for the pasta. And after 11 minutes, I'm going to take it off, but I am going to be stirring it as we go. And it's like I can't really see much because I got zucchini everywhere. So this would be a good time for me to clean up and then regroup. But I am trying to get this done in a timely manner. What I will say is that people on TV must have, you know, someone behind the scenes doing the cleanup, bringing the food over to them, separating items. You all can kind of see how I'm chopping this garlic. Did it say finely chopped? Yes, finely chopped. So basically, when you're doing garlic and vegetables like this is mixed in with this zucchini, but at this point, I don't even care no more. You hold your knife. You get you a good knife, sharp knife. If you have a dull knife, something's going to happen. And then you let your knife do the work for you. So I have my hand on the handle. I have my other hand basically guiding and controlling the blade. And then I'm able to control my knife and then gather my food up when it spreads out and then do a fine chop. And then I go chase the little ones that are lost. That comes with practice. It's really kind of easy when you think about it, but some people are intimidated about cutting things, but once you practice and you do it, then, you know, it's not that big of a deal. The main thing is you want to make sure you get that that shell or that layer of garlic, whatever, covering off. Okay, so that's your garlic. We're going to move that to the side. When you're moving your items on your cutting board, if you move with the flat end or the dull side of your blade, then you won't have to worry about sharpening your blade so much. Okay, now let me give this spaghetti. Oops. Oh my God. Let me give this linguine a little stir, because we don't want to have linguine just stuck together and it's like a clump of noodles. Let me kind of break that up. Okay. Ooh. Oh. All right. So now we have our shallots, and it did say 2 whole shallots. 2 whole shallots. 2 whole shallots. All right. So with shallots, it's the same thing. Shallots is like a mild onion. You know how you cut into an onion and that stuff, you know, you just feel like you're about to die. Everything is sad around you. Anything going on automatically results in tears. Just thinking of cutting an onion makes me want to cry. So let's see. Thinly sliced the shallot. So that's good. So I'm just going to cut this in half. And yes, I did already wash it, even though I'm taking the skin off. But again, we don't want to be gross. So I'm going to take the skin off. Like that. This is taking forever, but it's okay. And whatever that little ding is right there, I'm going to take that off too, because it just doesn't look cute. When you're cutting, you want to put it on the flat side if there is a flat side, or you want to create a flat side. That way you won't cut yourself with your blade. Now with these shallots, like I said, they're like a milder version of an onion. So I smell them, but I'm not really affected. But I do feel my eyes starting to water and to tear up. So that's a problem. But anyway, we're just going to thinly slice. Tuck your fingers and thinly slice. I don't know what happened right there. Rotate and continue to thinly slice. That is not thin anymore. But I didn't want to be on here. My mascara get the running. Eyeliner get the running. Because I feel these tears coming. And it's making me want to call upon the Lord. I feel it. And I got to get up out of here. We must press on. Okay. All right. Okay, I still smell it. Let's go up here. Oh, we did a shallot. Zest and quarter the lemon. Let me put something over there. Oh my God. Peel and finely chop the garlic, zest and quarter the lemon, pick parsley, leaf from the stem. Oh my God. There you go, shallots. Okay. Well, since I'm here, I might as well get this. Oh, this one gonna be a cut up video, John. Cause they done lied to the people. All right, so now the last the last prep thing is to go ahead and zest. Oh, that smells so good. Zest the lemon, and we have 2 whole lemons that we're using, and then we're just gonna quarter it. Okay. And I had a bout right here. I was just giving the shallot some praise about not being so, you know, fragrant and as strong as onions. And then that Negro got me. They had me. I tried to fight it. I tried to be strong. But lo and behold, the shallot won. Both of them. All right, so here we go. This is going to be a good pasta dish. It's almost time for me to drain those linguine noodles. This is strong too. What in the world? Is this there? Oh, is this what we got going on? Okay, because they ain't playing. Okay, so we got a nice amount. Let me move this zucchini out of the way. A nice amount of, what is this? Lemon zest. And then we just need to quarter it. Let me get all that other stuff off of there. So what you could do is kind of like roll your lemons out to make them more juicy after or even before you zest. But you don't have to. These ones are pretty good. So you cut it in half. And then you turn it on the flat side and cut it in half again. Woo. This is going to be a flavorful dish. Okay, next up, I'm going to go ahead and drain these noodles. And then I'm going to start cooking my zucchinis. Oh my God. All right, when you do your zucchini, your noodles, some people have like a big thing where they rinse them. Some people don't rinse them. I'm just going to give them a rinse. And then if I see them drying out, I'm going to give them another rinse. And I use probably warm water on that. All right, so now we got to get to our zucchini. We got 20 minutes left on the salmon. So we're still making good time, even though this was a disaster. It's okay. Let's go ahead. So it says to heat 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 4 tablespoons of olive oil for us in a large pan over medium heat. Add zucchini, shallot, garlic, and half a teaspoon of salt or 1 teaspoon of salt for us. If you like things spicy, add chili flakes. No, I don't like spicy. From your pantry, cooking, stirring occasionally until the zucchini mixture is jammy and thickened for 15 to 18 minutes. All right. Jammy. Here we go. So we have our pan on medium high. I'm going to add some extra virgin olive oil to that. I'm going to add a little bit more. Okay. I'm going to let that heat up. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to be working on possibly getting these extra juices out of here. It might work. It might. Oh, I see it. So you all can see that I'm kind of trying to get the extra juices out, but it might not work because I'm not that strong. I see them though. Let's see. I see the juice. Let me see if I can collect the juice without losing the zucchini. And this is all the juice that I'm getting rid of. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so we have our zucchini. It's ready to come in. And what do we say we're adding to that? Zucchini, shallots, and garlic. And half a teaspoon of salt. Okay, back over here. Here we go. A good way to check to see if your pan is ready. You can put your finger in there if you're about that life, but I'm not. So I'm going to add just like a little sprinkle of water, and I don't hear anything popping, so I'm just going to wait a little bit longer. And here we go. Yeah, I think that's good. All right. We're just going to add this in like that. Hopefully I don't get any extra juice in there. If I do, it's just going to have to be all right. Oh, it's not really that juicy. Okay. So I'm just going to go for what I know and get it all in there. I'm going to grab my shallots and my garlic. Throw that on in there. Good thing is some of this garlic already had zucchini in there, but it didn't really matter. Okay. And a pinch of salt. 1 teaspoon of salt. 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon of salt will fit in the palm of your hand like that. I'm going to mix this up. And these shallots are going to break down. So it's not going to be like, oh, I have big shallots in my mouth. It's going to be broken down as you mix in your mixture. I'm surprised we didn't add any moisture to this. But this is going to go about 15 to 18 minutes. So right now I have 15 minutes left on my salmon. So when that goes off, I'll have a good gauge on where I'm supposed to be. And I think after that we got smooth sailing as far as assembling the pasta with the other ingredients. I don't know, y'all. This looks like it might be nasty. I ain't gonna lie. It does smell good. It smells fresh. And so I'm just letting this break down. They said 15 to 18 minutes until it gets all jammy. So in this case, I'm not going to sit here and talk for 18 minutes. I'm just not. Okay. I guess not. Okay. I'm gonna add some more salt. Okay, so that's basically gonna start breaking down. And what I could do is just start cleaning some stuff up. All right. The only part that we have to do next is, and this clearly was not 30 minutes. Was it 30 minutes? It might have been 30 minutes. Because I put the salmon on for 45 minutes. Okay, it might be about 45 minutes all the way through and through. Okay, let's see. So, cook stirring until zucchini is caramelized. Okay, once water is boiling, 1 cup of coffee. Oh my God, it said reserve 1 cup of pasta water. 2 cups of pasta water, then drain. Now, let me tell you something. One of the main things that you want to do when you're doing new recipes is to read the instructions all the way through. If you do that, when you do that, you'll have a fresh mind and you'll kind of get an understanding of what it is that you have to do as you're moving along in the process. Today, I did not do that, and now I am stuck with not having any pasta water reserved, which I need to add because my pasta is going to, and my mixture is going to be too thick. So that pasta water is going to be a great addition to the actual ingredients to marry everything all together and then to serve as a thinning agent. However, since I didn't do that, I'm just going to use water. All right, let's see. So we're going to let that go. It's supposed to be caramelizing. It has about 10 more minutes to go. I'm going to stir it a little bit. I'm turning my fire up. That salmon is smelling good. I don't see how this is going to caramelize with all these juices in here that I didn't get rid of. But okay. This might be a flop. But we're going to keep on going. Lord have mercy. You know what? I should have put it in the strainer that I put the whatever stuff is, linguine in, and then press the juices out like that. That's what it says on the ingredients. I mean on the recipe. Huh. All right. Because by now it should be more like a brownish kind of look. And it still looks bright green. Like it just then came out the earth. So I can see if I can like get this extra liquid out. This is what happens when you don't pay attention. But, nevertheless, we shall not fear. Let's see if we can get some of this extra liquid out. Let me put this down so I don't burn myself. I'm using a ladle. I'm trying to get rid of the extra liquid. Well, as much as I can. We'll see how this goes. So me getting the extra zucchini juice out does look like it's helping because it's starting to solidify and thicken up a little bit. But what I should have done was actually follow the directions and strain the zucchini like it said. But I did not. I might have to go back to my ghetto tactics and use my paper towel again, which is also okay. So one of the good things about wait, I was about to put this into the cup, but one of the good things about not doing that with the liquid, not straining the liquid, is that remember how I messed up and I didn't have the 2 cups of pasta water reserved. So now what I can do is I got this zucchini water or whatever this is called. I can fill this up for about 2 cups and use this as an alternative, and we shall see how it tastes. It might taste nasty, but we will see. So you're just going to gradually add in some pasta water, which should be pasta water, but in this case we're using zucchini water because we didn't follow the directions. We did not. Okay. So this is breaking down. I see that it's getting a little thick, and it's actually kind of cute not having, not being all. It looks more like a spring kind of dish because it has the fresh green look to it. I'm going to go ahead and add some pepper. It did say put chili flakes in there. And remember, I didn't want to do that because I was scary. You can do that, but I don't want to do that. So I'm going to put some pepper in there just to season it up a little bit. This might work. If I have 15 minutes to go and it said 15 to 18 minutes, I'm going to give this an additional 4 minutes. So I'm going to go to the full 18 minutes. And I'm going to pat this down and let it do what it does. I don't know about this one. I'm going to tell you the truth. It looked nasty. Okay. So in order to not get discouraged, I'm going to keep on going. That salmon is really smelling good. I'm going to start getting my next ingredients ready, which is the parsley, the cream cheese, and the vegetable stock. Where did that come from? Vegetable stock, parsley, cream cheese, and Parmesan cheese. Let me get some of this mess out of here too. Ugh. One of the main things that I learned when I started cooking was the power of cleaning up as you go. You don't really want to have just junk on junk on junk, gathered up in your cooking space. It's so much easier when it comes down to clean up if you have your cooking space cleaned as you go. That way, you don't get discouraged at the end of cooking and then be like, look, I don't want to cook anymore. Okay. All right. So for our next step, we are just going to go ahead and separate our parsley from the stem. And I'm going to give this a quick rinse. Even though it's already, in a package and you would be like, oh, okay, it's clean. You don't know where these people's hands been. You just don't. Let me get us a quick rinse. Be quiet. Oh, I'm gonna check check this. Because now it's starting to smell like it's doing something. Okay, it's not. But these onions are starting to get caramelized though. Okay, that was a good call. Draining the juice out.
Now, what you can do is give a compliment back to the recipe and just follow, say, try to follow what they say. It might not look right, but it seems like if I would have did it, it would work out. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You don't have to, but that would be good.
Okay. So, upon further review, after observing that it might look like my meal might be okay, trust the process when you're doing the meals. Don't be like me. Don't be like some people behind the camera that was just like, oh, this is stupid. This is not going to work. This man. But, just trust the process and then try to figure out how you can salvage whatever it is that might not be looking right. So over here, I'm just quickly separating the parsley from the stems, putting them in the thing. I think the recipe calls for us to give them a rough chop. Parsley is like a garnish. So a lot of people will have like a garnish of parsley or cilantro. I love tacos with cilantro. Or, the actual lemon zest. But you want to get these off the stem as much as possible. Like this and like that. And these ones that look wilted up, I'm just going to move those all the way. So it says, what was I supposed to do? Finely chop these. So remember how I use my knife to do all my dirty work. Keeping my fingers tucked away and then repositioning my knife the direction in which I chop so that I can get a fine chop. And if it's not fine, who cares? Okay, all right, that's good. All right, so, I thought I had set that again, but I didn't. We're going to go ahead and give this a stir. This is about as good as it's going to get this time around. Because I'm tired. Okay, I'm going to say this is done. Alright, the next part is to add cream cheese, stock concentrate, half the Italian seasoning, and then our pasta, in this case, zucchini water. So I have Italian seasoning, cream cheese, and you might want to put it in the order that it calls it. For some reason, it just makes it make more sense, or you don't know why they're doing it. I'm going to definitely reduce my heat though. This is something I don't like about these things, is getting it out of the packaging. Sometimes I'm like, just come on. Give me a block of cream cheese. Okay, cream cheese, here we go. Reduce your heat. I'm not putting this cream cheese right on the pan. I'm putting it on top of the zucchini to kind of buffer so that my cream cheese doesn't just burn up. I put in the vegetable stock that they provided. I don't know the nutritional contents of this because it doesn't say. And then the Italian seasonings. And since I'm doing 4 servings, I'm doing all of the Italian seasonings. And then I'm going to start off with half a cup of the zucchini water and a big squeeze of lemon juice. Getting all of these incorporated in. Okay, now it don't look so bad. It's looking like the picture, which still looked a little gross, but I see where the picture was coming from. Because in the picture, it looks kind of brown. I'm going to pour a little bit more water in here. It might be okay. While y'all was doubting. Okay, it's making sense. Let me turn the salmon off. Okay. Lemon juice, a big pinch of lemon zest. Bring to a simmer. Pinch of lemon zest, not a big pinch of lemon zest. Uh-oh. Damn. We're gonna have lemon seeds in it. Okay, that looks pretty decent. Alright, so bring to a simmer, blah, 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 blah. Add drained pasta, half the Parmesan, half the parsley, 4 tablespoons of butter. So we're gonna do the pasta. I'm gonna give the pasta another little rinse. Give it a shaky. Half the parsley. Four tablespoons of butter, half the Parmesan cheese. I'm not doing these other recipes. I'm tired. Oh my God. Now we're mixing in our pasta. I need to get some butter. We're incorporating this in, reducing my heat to low. Let me grab some butter. Woo! I just made a big mess. Oh. Oh Lord, what is the butter at? Oh, yeah. Okay. We're doing 4 tablespoons of butter. Actually, that's 3 tablespoons of butter, and I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil to that instead of 4. And then I'm going to mix. I'm going to turn this fire off, actually. We also want to season with salt and pepper. I feel like they make recipes look easier. They make, like on the cooking shows, make it look easier than what it actually is. Especially for them even like suggesting this to be a meal that is something easy. It does look good. But it's not, this is not one of the easier meals to prepare. But it does look good. Okay, let's see. What does it say? Salt and pepper. Whew. Season with salt and pepper, stir remaining lemon zest if desired. Transfer everything to an empty pasta pot. What? Add some more of the water. Okay. So we're going to get this remaining parsley in. A lot of the parsley fell on the floor. I don't even want to tell nobody. Okay, we're going to season it with salt and pepper. I'm going to give that a mix. And I can add some more of the zucchini water to this. I wonder, is that going to be nasty? We shall taste, we shall see. Okay. All right. So to this, we're going to take out our salmon. We're going to plate up our dishes. I wanted to make sure that I had this mixed in good. And there we should have it. Oh my God. This is a mess. I don't like it. But that zucchini water, that was a good trick. So someone gave me that idea. I will say not who it was because they said, don't tell me. Don't say that I did it. But I will let you all know that that was a good idea. All right. So now. Oh, my foot feel like it's just about to die. We take out our salmon. Oh, Lordy. It smells like it's divine. Oh, remember I sealed it up. delicious. It smells like it wants to be in my belly right now. Okay. So your salmon is done. Oh. You're gonna plate up your linguine. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a little pasta bed or a bed of pasta on the plate. I'm going to take a little bit of the salmon. And I'm going to take it from this end. I'm really just going to cut that and put it on there like that. Okay, okay. Then I'm going to come over here. I'm going to put some more of the, can you see it right there? No.
You gotta set it. Yeah, it could be seen right there. Hold on, let me cut to it.
Well, I don't want all that showing.
Well, you can just hold it up to it, or hold it up to the main camera.
Let me see if I can move this. This was a mess. Shoot. Oh my God. Okay, so now you can just add, you have your parsley on there, you can add some Parmesan cheese on top. Like that. If you wanted to add some more parsley for color, that's fine, you can do that. But this will be the meal. So let me go ahead and taste it. And I will let you know how it tastes. Remember, I feel like I'm beat. I feel like I've been in the kitchen slaving all day. I feel like it was a lot. Let me taste it without the salmon because the recipe originally did not call for salmon. So let me see. How's this tasting? I feel like there should be some red kind of vegetable in here, like maybe some red bell peppers or some sun-dried tomatoes. Let's see. I ain't gonna lie. I had my doubts. That's good. I want to say some other words, but that's good. All right, okay, every plate, you all have done it again. I just knew this was going to be nasty. But, no, sir. This one is good. Okay, let me tell you what I taste. The creaminess of the linguine. The linguine is creamy. That, it's like a fresh, springy taste. Like you just went to a restaurant and you just messed. Now, the kitchen is a mess. But this is like high quality restaurant kind of food tasting. Like I just went to one of these restaurants and sat down and they prepared my feast. Mm-hmm. It's good. I like it. So, man, that's good. Hot dog. I probably got food all over my face. Anyway, caramelized zucchini linguine with lemony Parmesan Cream Sauce. It's delicious. It's good. Now, however I did it, it might not look so good. It doesn't look like the picture. So it doesn't look like the picture, you know, but it's still good. All I probably need to do, if I would not have spilled all my parsley on the floor, half of my parsley on the floor, I could have that green, that fresh garnish. but man, let me move all that out the way. This, you all, is really good. It's really good. And you know I'm not biased. You know, if it was nasty, I was gonna tell you. I was gonna be like, nah, this is nasty, but this is good. I feel like I'm finna just eat this whole plate. I feel like who's gonna clean the kitchen? Cause I'm not, cause I'm tired. So I give it a thumbs up on the flavor, thumbs up on the taste. They lied yet again though. They said 10-minute prep. We all know that did not take me 10 minutes. And they said 30 minutes, ready in 30 minutes. It was more like ready in, I put that salmon on for 50 minutes. It was ready in about maybe 45 minutes, I would say. Wait, is that right then? So probably anywhere between an hour and an hour 15 minutes. But that's because I did the salmon too. The salmon wasn't part of their thing. So I thank you all for joining me on this episode of Fast Meals. Today's fast meal is not so fast, but it was a good old meal. Make sure that you all comment down below if you tried this recipe. Make sure you look in the description because I will be putting a link for you to get your very own box of Every Plate where you can choose your food. So far, we have had success rates for the past two. Remember, this is 2 episodes. We've had success rates with yesterday's meal and today's meal. The kitchen is a hot mess, but the food made up for it. So I'm going to finish this while my food is hot. Make sure that you like and subscribe to this channel and hit the bell for notifications so that you all can be up to date on when we do our next recipes. Also, this video is brought to you by Simple Beauty Online. Make sure to check them out at simplebeautyonline.com for all of your skincare and makeup needs. And I do believe that they'll be having clothing items in the very near future. You do want to check them out. So I will see you all in the next video. This is April Johnson. Bon appetit. I'm just playing. Eat your food and eat it while it's hot. All right, goodbye.